Ratzo, yeah.
This year? Yeah, so I don't know. You probably talk to him. Do you want to talk to him at all? Or?
But I mean, the Sun, I didn't realize that when they put out this 45 years ago, reissued it to come out on a different label. The Sun had a Larry.
My camera's on before they show the settings.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello everybody, I'm Joy Rosenthal from One Breath Rising. Thank you for coming. We're thrilled that you're here tonight. We're thrilled to be doing this. Before we begin, we wanted to give, we have a little appreciation plaque that we wanted to give to Warren. I'm not going to say a lot about him right now. It's sort of all in the program. If you want to know all the incredible stuff he's done, look at the program. And if you want to know all the incredible love he's gotten from people around him, look at the insert in the program. I must say I've known Warren for a long time, but I really didn't know like a half, a third, a quarter of all the stuff that he's done until I started doing some research and reading. And I mean, really just amazing, the breadth and the length of, how long has it been, like 50 years or 55? Who's counting? So Warren, thank you so much for everything. And this, I mean, we were the ones that got the idea to do this, but we're really doing it on behalf of so many people in the community, your colleagues, your students, and we're really, it's really our show of gratitude, but you know, as I say, on behalf of everybody. So we have this to give you.
Oh, boy.
So I'll read it to you. It says, One Breath Rising, it's a little hard to read. Presented to Warren Smith in recognition of your extraordinary spirit and creative contributions to music and education. So. And then we're going to show a very short video, and then we'll get going.
Speech.
You want to make a speech?
In the course of the presentation, I'll say something. Thank you. I'm going to give you an analogy. My wife's father was a writer. His name was Ted Strong. And he was teaching a class one day. He was taking this group of students to an art museum. And one of the students approached him and said, "Hey, Mr. Strong, I don't like to look at these pictures." He said, "Wait till one of them looks at you."
Oh no. It worked before.
Space bar.
What?
Put the microphone.
Yeah, no, but it's not just the mic, it's the Wi-Fi.
And sure enough, one of them grabbed her, you know. And just the fact that he said that.
Jasper, can you make it louder?
I'm trying without the feedback.
vibrations, like I can see the vibrations in the architecture. You feel the vibrations. I worked with a man named Harry Parch. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He spent his whole life from the time he was 15 building his own instruments, designing his own tonal structure for these things. And one of the instruments he made was called the Eroica. Now, it had just 4 bars to it. You hear that, all these bars. This instrument had 4 bars, just 4. Each bar was at least the size of this entire instrument here. And the lowest bar, you hit it, and it had 16 vibrations per second. You couldn't count them, but you could see it. You couldn't hear it, but you could feel it all through your body. Just the vibrations, you could literally feel the separation of those 16 vibrations, and you couldn't hear the damn sound. Even when they recorded it, there's some silence there, but there's a pulse that you feel. You don't actually hear it, And you become aware that all of these notes are vibrations. The higher they are, they get to the point where they're beyond your pitch, like where they say like dog whistles, dogs when you're up that high. But they still impress you. You can feel them even though you can't consciously hear what the sound is or the actual pitch itself. You can still be sensitive, or you are still sensitive. Some of us more so than others if you study that. But each guy, I'll give you a perfect example. You're up here on the 8th floor, and a car with one of these boom boxes goes by, and but you feel that more than you hear it.
Stewart, and Ratzo. Thank you. Yeah, sure.
Thank all of y'all for coming. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect when I came here, but the great thing about being, I don't even like the term jazz anymore, but I'll use it out of convenience sake. About being a jazz musician is that you get accustomed to improvising, and I was involved in this literally from birth because both my parents and all my uncles and aunts were involved in this music, and so I've learned to improvise my way through all kinds of situations as if I was driving through traffic to get here. You're always changing your mind, and you kind of get to the point where you grow out of cussing at everything that upsets you and just go ahead about your life. It might save you a few years of longevity if you learn to do that early rather than later. We will start. I came from the south side of Chicago, Illinois. And the south side is unique in character for a lot of reasons. Gets a lot of bad publicity as well as the good publicity, but the good publicity is spiritual because we lived in almost a protected society where everything that happened was kind of normal, and it didn't really get enough crazy where people would do a whole whole lot of, you know, unexpected things necessarily. It happens, you know, but that's music too. Let me be more vocal in my introduction to my compatriots here. On keyboard, it's the magnificent Mr. Rod Williams. And on the bass, magnificent contrabass player, one of the best I've ever worked with, Mr. Ratzo Harris. And standing out in front, also a very fine educator and one of the most well-rounded reed players you will find anywhere, Mr. James Stewart. I had heard that this was going to be more of a spoken word type of presentation, and so this will be centered around some spoken word material that I've been working on. I've been working on a piece called Reconstruction. If you know what I mean, I think that we're going through a period now that's very similar to the one after the problem of slavery in America had more or less been resolved, although it has never really been completely resolved. And I found that a lot of the music that I was creating and presenting was based upon anger about a lot of things that happen in this society that we live in is supposed to be very civilized, you know, the greatest place on earth. Well, all right, I mean, I like it best, but I've had the fortune of traveling. Just came back from 2 trips, actually. I went to Lithuania with Andrew Lamb for a weekend, and then my wife and I spent the last 10 days in Denmark, a small town out in the rural area where we did a educational seminar, and then we did a couple of performances in Copenhagen the last couple of days. So I'm still suffering from jet lag, which is why my wife isn't with me today. But one of the first pieces I'm going to do is more or less a drum solo with insinuations and comments musically by my fellow accompanist here. And it's called 21st Century Lynching. He was young, he was black, I was afraid. I thought he had a gun. It was a cell phone, a can of Sprite, a candy bar, a toy. He looks suspicious. He was wearing a hoodie. He just looked suspicious. I was afraid. move when I told her to. She didn't move fast enough. He moved too fast. His music was too loud. He reached down for a weapon. No weapon was found. He reached for my weapon. I feared for my life. I was afraid. This is a piece called Hummers. It's dedicated to my mother and my grandmother. Who raised me and my brother were hummers. My mother and her mother were always humming. Ma, my grandmother, she was always humming spirituals mostly of her own, I think. I never recognized any of them from church. She was humming when she was cooking or heating water to wash the clothes or bathe us. The bathroom was up on the second floor. So she had to carry the water up 16 steps in 2 big pails. Even while she was bathing us, she was humming all the way. Cleaning, cooking, whatever. She was humming all day long. Sometimes I wish that they would stop humming. But when they did stop, I sure missed it. Them and the humming. I still hear it now sometimes, but all I've got is the memories. This is a poem called Dis Butler. Dis Butler. This butler done busted right out, right onto the street. A combination of a lefty Air Jordan and a righteous Mr. Clean. Illegal immigrant, biracial in between, African, Muslim, and he wasn't mean. We left him with the biggest pile of crap to clean since the Great Depression left the scene. ancestors used to say, you can hide the shit, but you can't hide the smell. So he did clean it up, and he did it quick and well. They all swore that he'd drive us and the whole country straight to hell. They tried to steer it that way too, but they failed and fell. Well, he fixed the economy, established health care, stopped the wars for a while, started the reform of criminal justice, immigration, marriage equality. Now what else you got for me to do? And he met with constant resistance all the way to repeal his laws. Maybe he can show up. But don't make him look too good. It's all his fault. After a Reagan and a Clinton, between two wishes, literally drove us to the brink. Now, what do you think? Too late to turn back now, and the folks don't want to know. Chill the fuck out. The fuck's got it. Don't make him mad. This fucker's bad, and he's got backup too. So now, what you gonna do? Too late. The wind of change is blowing us straight. The freedom gate is swinging wide open. And mate, we're dancing right through it. Ain't it great? Now what else you got? 2 years from now, this button might have us all together. Might as well go for the best we can get. As you might have suspected, this butler wasn't no actor. The DIS stands for disrespect. This butler from his inauguration showered with disrespect from some of the highest officials in the land, who openly declared themselves dedicated against any effort to help him do his job successfully. First time. Need I say any more? My prayer is to see sincere change of a positive nature. Through the election process, a shock treatment to get this country back to normal in today's world. kind of political too. And it's just that I found that the politics and a lot of things that have happened in this country have influenced what I'm writing and what I'm doing right now. So this is excerpts from a larger piece that we plan to put together. I'd like you to play me a little take the eight. This is a piece I dedicated to Ted Cruz when he came around. Cruz, take the FU trail. Quickest way to get you out of Harlem. Trump, you can't go with him. Ain't got no soul and you ain't got no rhythm. We don't need no bad vibration. We need help, not exploitation. So listen to the people. We're gonna take a leader who will take care of the business at hand. We're going to do, I've just come back from playing a 10-day conference on free improvised music. So we're going to do a segment now of just some free improvisation, which may have no particular pitch or tonality or anything else except just whatever we might feel like doing.